Well, Neal, first of all, Happy New Year, and been a bit of a break over the festive period, which is unusual. How has it been leading up to this game?
A little bit strange. I think. I'm used to. I think we're all used to having 3 or 4 games over Christmas, that sort of period, cramming them in, and then, you get through to January and you try and take a breather. So it was a bit strange, our last game being on the 28th, and us having sort of 10 days of break. But we've done the best we can to sort of freshen the boys up, but train hard at the same time, and sort of go into the new year with a little bit of freshness, but ready to tackle what's coming.
It was a tough game against Stockport, but we gave it a good go and just fell slightly short. What's been the preparation like up to Bromley?
I think we just focused on it this week. We sort of got over the Stockport game, worked on our fitness a little bit just going into the new year, and then this week we've just looked at us. We've sort of taken a little bit of time out, looked at our stats, looked at where we think we can improve. We focused earlier in the week on some of them things, and then the last couple of days we focused a bit more on match preparation.
There's been a bit of off the field action with the loan extensions, and particularly with loan deals, is it important to get the right player? And it seems like you have done with Boyes and James Clark.
Yeah, well, you always try and get the right player in to strengthen the team. I think I've always had it. You can get some really good deals with loan players. You can get some loan players that are of a really good standard for the right price for a club like us. But the problem you have with them sometimes is when they come in and they do well, you can lose them in January, and I've had that done several times to me. So obviously the work that Greg and Craig Cope have done, Greg Abbott and Craig Cope, has been brilliant in sealing them deals, because it'd have been a blow to lose them two, because they're pivotal to how we play.
Yeah, touching on the situation with injuries, is there an update on who's been out?
Not really. Stoz has been struggling with his back. He went in for a tackle just before the new year, and he's felt his back, so he's been struggling with that a little bit at the moment. We've had a couple of COVID incidents, but they were sort of just into the new year, and they've isolated and they've come out of isolation. So we've got. I wouldn't say it's been the ideal preparation, but we've certainly, we're not as bad as it could have been.
Yeah, and looking ahead to Bromley, over the last few years, they've been a side that have been up and around it, and no surprise to see them there too. And like all games, a tough one down there at Hayes Lane.
I think they're always strong. When Neal was the manager, they're strong, and I know Woody's come in and done a great job. They're similar to us. They was on a really good vein of form in the last couple of games. Obviously, we got 1 point in the league out of our last 2 games, and I think so have they. So we've both had that little bit for us with our rhythm, that little bit of a blip. But I think both teams, I look at that top 10 in the league at the moment, and I certainly think I can't see any teams in there that I think will end up dropping out of it. So I think this could go all the way to the wire, and we've got to make sure that we're one of the teams, and that will obviously start on Saturday.
Just finally, we've been hard to beat over the last 2 months. I think 12 in 16 clean sheets, and key players such as Lois played a key part in that. It's good to see him back. And what has been the overall key to that defensive record? I think we all got to take responsibility for the way we play from the back. And I always say to the defenders, the goalkeeper, we play from the back. You're a big part of the chances we will create going forward and how we move forward. But on the flip side, we defend from the front. So we can all give Booty credit for clean sheets and Goodge and Lois, people like that. But ultimately, they'll get exposed if the midfield and the forwards are lazy and don't do their work rate and don't defend for the team from the front. So it's a bit of both. We do need to improve our goals we want to score more goals, we want to create more chances, more expected goals in games, and that's something we've worked hard on. But in the same vein, we don't want to lose. It's always a balance. You focus on one, you can start conceding the other end. So we've got to try and keep whatever it takes to pick up points and keep grinding away and be there with the last 8 or 10 games of the season. Okay, thanks Neal, and all the best tomorrow.
Cheers.